Hey, gang. Everybody see my screen and hear me okay? All right. So disclaimer reminder, educational purposes only. And then we're going to jump into some charts here real quick, and then we're going to sit tight. We have some news at 6:30. We've got PPI. So we're going to sit tight and wait for that, let that clear out of the way, and then we'll look for some trades. So don't forget 6:30, bottom of the hour, 15 minutes, 14 minutes. So let's see here. Wanted to look at some gold. First off, this is our overnight structure. You can see how the levels have really well, they're accurate. Leave it at that. So we've got our overnight structure at 66.3, 63.2 on the bottom. We had a reaction of both. This is a high volume box, and in this box it's mostly buyers. So I thought that was kind of interesting. A lot of buyers, but not much movement up. So we're going to let the news play out, and then by then we'll have new levels, and we'll take a trade based on those. But you can see that these overnight numbers are calculated, yesterday at pit close. So it gives you some nice levels to trade off of overnight. Crude, the same thing. You can see we've had a reaction off of this level at 45.76 or 45.75-ish. So let's go look at crude on a bigger bar. So our moving averages are showing longs, and we've had a reaction off the regression channel, and we're starting to push up above this 46.20 areas, kind of where the moving averages are, anywhere from 10 to 13. That's where the moving averages are. So don't be surprised if we see a push up in crude. Or obviously it could fail, right? I'm on the wrong contract here. All right. Now we're talking. All right. I'm not, sorry. All right. I've got some other things going on the August crude. That's why I had that up, but we're looking at July, obviously. So you can see what the August did, because I just showed you it's pushing up through the moving averages, where the July isn't. So we've broken out of the channel, and we're struggling down here. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a push up into here, and then we'll adjust from there and see where we go. If we continue down, or if we drive up into the, on the bigger chart, it's showing 48, 47, 48 area. So, but it all depends on the news. We've got inventory tomorrow. I'm just going to let 6:30 play out. use our levels, take our trades. In Q, I've been looking at 11 tom bar, which is kind of big, but I like the way it looks. So I reduced my contracts to half, and I'm going to take trades based on that. It just really reacts off the levels nice, and it's smooth, and it's a type of trade that you'd put on and just kind of let it play out. So we'll keep an eye on that today. But this could be this 57.40 could be an area to fade, but it's all going to depend on the news. So all these talking about what the chart looks like it's going to do, it's pretty much irrelevant since news is coming out. So that's what we've got going. You can see our momentum in crude is pushing up. We've had a reaction off of our level, which usually means it's going to push back to the mid. If it doesn't and fails, we look for trades under this level, shorts, taking us to the next lower level down. So push through the 75, 76 area, pull back into it and a fail, and a drive down. But if I was a betting man, I'm thinking that we're going to go back to the mid here and we're going to push up. Okay. Just based on the bigger bars. So we've got 7 minutes to the bottom of the hour. We're looking for news. Then we're going to trade the news off the levels, bank a couple good trades, and call it a day. So we've got about 6 minutes till news. So just looking at some of these charts and stuff, it looks like crude is going to push up. So that's my bias here this morning. So if we could get a pullback and a double tail in the second wave here off of this reaction on 77. But we're not going to do anything until we get through this news. So we have recalculation of levels in gold. So they're very similar to the overnight levels. Not much change. One minute till news. So we're going to give this, I don't know, 5 minutes to clear out. Maybe you give us some heads up on the trends, and then we'll go from there, okay? I use Forex Factory. I can't tell if you guys heard me or not, but I use Forex Factory, Ninja. So we've got our news is out. Like zero reaction. This would be a pretty decent short here in gold. But we're going to let this play out here. Sometimes I get a little overzealous after news. I only give it like a minute or two, and I've come to find out that's not enough. So NQ is pushing that 47.40, 57.40 level. And there's a divergence, bearish divergence. So this could be a potential spot to fade right here. Just a heads up for you NQ guys. Gold's going sideways. There's also on this NQ trade, there's an iceberg up there at 40.75. So let's see if we get a pullback in oil. I'm going to look to go short in gold at 63.1, 63.4. It's actually 63.5. I don't know if I can get it up there. 63.5.
Order filled.
Okay, we're short gold. First target is 2.6. We need to close below 63.6. We need to close below this, our entry here. We've got our stop at 64.6 up here, 10 ticks above the higher swing high. we've possibly getting a small pullback in crude. Our next pocket of volume is down here at 62.5, 62.4-ish, this zone. See if we can take out this swing low. I'm going to move my target down to this T1 line. If we break this swing low, it should push pretty hard. A Japanese speaker. See the swing low get taken out. There we go. All right. So we should get a push down into this 61.7, 61.5. I have a Japanese trim as well, but I use the same mic. I go back and forth. I can barely handle the English one. So I'm at break even with my whole position. You guys, some of you guys should have had first target. Did any of you hit first target? Good job.
Stop fill. filled.
Okay, so you guys did better than I did. So our next one to watch over here is crude. Let's see what it does to this level over here. Could get another reaction to the upside. So 45.86 long in crude. I'm looking for a push up into this 46 level. So my shorter term charts are showing a push up here. So we'll see what the reaction is at 64 and gold. And then we also have a divergence. We've got oil pit in 15. Also gold potential short here at 62.9 if it wants to roll over.
Order filled.
Okay, we're long oil, so I'm going to take my gold off. Move my stop a tick below this level. I'm not really going to look for NQ until after the open, but we're pushing this upper level here. We've broken through, and we have a pretty good bearish divergence. And we have yesterday's pit at 44 even. So that's potential area to fade. But if it breaks through that, then be good to go to the north. Here's our potential trade in gold that I can't take. I have too many contracts out there if I do. I'm going to move my runner up to the mid, actually right below this high volume box here at 46.15 for my first target. I'm keeping my regular target here at 10. This downside move in gold could be limited, just because everything's showing short-term longs. So anybody, so we've got the gold trade down and people are in crude, right? Okay, so some of you guys should be at daily target pretty soon. Oh, my daily target's 300, 3 to 400. I'd be at it if I wasn't, didn't try to push it on my gold trade. So this crude could be a slow grind out of here, but I definitely think we're on the right side. Volume stacking up along this into this 46 level, which is also where these were, or double tails from the push down. Yeah, so I'm going to look at the NQ on 11 bar. I'm going to have bigger stops, but it's going to be a lot smoother. And trade off the levels. It'll be good stuff, hopefully. Well, not hopefully. It'll be good. And the reason I'm changing it to that is because my automated system that I have trades on that size bar and it absolutely crushes. So that's my reasoning. And if you look at yesterday's action on an 11, it's pretty clean. So we need to break this swing high here at 92. We've got pit in 9 minutes. Yeah, I think 4 is too small for NQ, especially like days like yesterday. And 11, NQ 11 might be too boring for some of you, but sometimes boring's good. Yeah, my robot trades on it, and it does really well. So we got that push in gold that I was worried about. No, I didn't mean it, boring. I want this to be boring because we're doing the same thing over and over and over. And it's not like we're sitting down at a craps table. That's not the feeling I want you to have. And so this is good stuff. So we've got a block of 100 sitting here at 92 that's been getting chipped away at. So hopefully we can bust through that. What I might do if it kind of hangs here, I might take my 2 off early and leave my runner through pit open, just because sometimes it gets squirrely. Yeah, I've got a lot of cool stuff in the toolbox. I can't overwhelm you though. Just getting the finishing touches on the levels. So it should be next week, maybe, I'm thinking, hopefully. I'm just making a few minor adjustments on it. Not calculation adjustments, just cosmetic. Got to make it pretty. So popping through 92 will give us a quick push to target. Got 4 minutes till the top of the hour. Gizmo, 906. What time zone are you talking? Okay. The trade we took, the entry was 63.6. I got stopped out at break even, but most people got target. Okay, we've got 1 minute till pit. All right, here's first target. We're at break even in crude. We've got new levels. So we've got a midpoint at 46.9. We also have a bunch of volume sitting there. So that could be target. So we'll just manage this from the bottom up. I'll push my runner target out in case this decides it wants to push up. So our 7 tom bar on crude is down here at 79 as far as a stop. So once that creeps up to where I'm at now, if it decides to keep pushing, but it looks like it wants to pull back here and nail us.
Stop filled.
Okay, but that was a good pop. So we've got this new level at 83. I wish I was still in crude because it looks like it wants to keep pushing. So confirmation bar would be 96. I'm going to take this buy at 96.
Order filled.
We're long crude 96. Stop at 86. Look for a push up into this 4069. So our stop it is at 86. Here's some buyers below us piling in here. We need to drive up through 98. So you got your push in gold. Some buyers building up below us. Got some pretty good buyers below us, so we should be in good shape here. We've seen it pop above 98. Be careful on your shorts and gold. This next push down could be limited. Let's get a pop of 98 here. Take out the swing high and we should be in good shape. Okay, we're pushing here, hopefully. Buyers are following it up. There's some spoofers here at 98, I think, because they keep flashing in and out. We don't have any new levels until the end of the, well, not the end, the open. All right, let's see if we can get our drive in 98 here. There's a lot of algos going. I'm working hard right here. All right, here's our 98. All right, here's a 46 level. Okay, we've got open here in about 5 minutes. This next push should push us up into target here. A break of 46 would be key. Here we go. Let's pile through 46. Got 3 minutes till open. Some decent volume at 46, even and 1. If that gets, we should push up to 06, no problem. There's a lot of people playing with the market as far as spook to add today. Not much left at 46.2. Got open here in a few seconds. I'm going to move my stop below this level here at 82. Shouldn't need it, but just in case we get a pullback. A lot of those orders went away, so we should drive up through 42 here. Okay, we've got some levels that just calculated on the NQ. They're very similar to the overnight. So let's see here. So some of those big sellers are gone now. So this should drive up. Okay, we had our first target in Q as far as off the level. So we'll look for a pullback. If 46 breaks, it's going to be a good push, but a lot of sellers are coming in. A lot of sellers come in at 46. There's our push. Moving my stop up to 92. We should push up into this midpoint. 08. So I'm looking to push to, I moved my wrong target, sorry. So you can see the reaction in the NQ off of this T1 line. All right, here's our next push. The thing is there's a bunch of volume stacked in here. This keeps whacking it. Stops a little tight too. All right, here's our next push in crude. If this one doesn't push up and out of here, then I'm gonna So I moved first target down to 46 right here. I'm going to take 2 off here just because this isn't really wanting to break out. So then I have 1 and I'm just going to keep it right at break even just to play it safe. Got to protect what we got, right? And if this decides to push, then we'll be in good shape. If not, we're in good shape. So this NQ is still playing with this swing high of 59.50. Could be a potential place to fade it up here. Here's your 30-minute bar on the NQ. So we've broken out of the downward channel and we're back in the sideways channel. We're hanging on by the skin of our teeth, gold or in crude. So this crude trade is going to be the last one I take today. Once I get stopped out, I'm going to be done. That's my break even. That's why it's there. We've failed breakout 3 times. And so I'm not going to give it any more room than that. If it doesn't want to break out, then take me out and let me be done. So here's the deal with the NQ. You guys can trade it on any size bar you want. I like 11 just from looking at it. I have a robot that trades on it and it does well. So basically take an entry at 53.50. Then your stop would be 1 tick below this, which would be 47.25. So that would be your stop. Same targets, 10 ticks, and then the break even. But once you get to break even, then you can use the previous bar low as your stop, which would give it a lot of room, a lot of good room to wiggle around and move. Because this little pullback in this bar here,
Stop fill.
that would have kept you in that trade. So the only problem is so you're giving up. It's like a 12 tick stop. But when you get to break even, it'll open it up quite a bit to get it room to run. All right. So I'm going to call it a day. Thanks again for being here this morning. I had a fun time trading with you guys. That crude trade was choppy and man, that was a grind up. But wouldn't be surprised if it keeps pushing higher. Or this could be the top out. Don't know. But we're done trading. It doesn't matter. And I'll talk to you guys. Let's see. Thursday morning, I won't be able to be here, but I will be here tomorrow. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. I unfortunately have something that I need to do that I need to leave early for, and it's going to take me away from the room. So I apologize in advance, but I wanted to give you a heads up too. but I'll be here in the morning, and we'll put on some trades and get our daily goal and move on. All right. So I'll see you in the morning. Does anybody have any questions about anything? All right. See you in the morning, guys.